Hey, everyone. Welcome to Unique Ways with Thomas Gerard, an audio podcast. We got a great guest on today. She has a PhD in psychology and is the chief behavioral scientist and CEO at the Team W Inc. and former professor at University of Wisconsin. She consults with Fortune 1000 companies, startups, governments, and nonprofits, and is the author of several books, including 100 Things Every Designer Needs to Know About People, 100 More Things Every Designer Needs to Know About People, and How to Get People to Do Stuff. Please join me in welcoming Susan Weinschenk. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Are you ready for 20 questions?
Okay, I'm ready.
Great. Question one. Tell me a little bit more about yourself. What do you do?
Well, I have my own business called the Team W, and I've had that for about hmm, I guess about 11 years, almost ten years or so. But even before that, I had other businesses. So I've kind of always been an entrepreneur and almost all the time had my own business. I do consulting and speaking and teaching in the intersection of psychology and technology. So how do we design technology so that it is easy to use and fits the way humans want to do things. And that's been my career. And then on the side when I'm not working, I'm a music composer. I'm a songwriter.
Great. Just know for the audience, if you guys are interested in another episode, check out our 2025 episode with Kareem Rashid. Question two. What's a key piece of knowledge that makes you different?
Key piece of knowledge that I have that makes me different. I
Yeah.
guess I have a I have knowledge about unconscious mental processing. So much of what we think in how we react happens unconsciously. And if we understand that and understand how that affects our behavior, I think that's kind of interesting information, and you can do a lot with that.
Great. So question three. Why this of all things? Why do you do what you do?
You know, I've always been interested in people. I've always been interested in psychology. I woke up one day, maybe about 10 years after, well, I don't know, a while after getting my PhD. I literally remember the moment when I woke up and I thought to myself, what you should do with your life and your career and your work is make the science of psychology easy to understand and accessible to people so they can use it to improve their own lives and improve the lives of people around them and improve the products they create. So it was just this very clear message that hit me one day, and I decided to follow it and not look back.
Great. Some people struggle with number four, and the question is, what does your future look like?
I don't think I struggle with it, maybe because I'm 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 probably older than some of the people that you're talking to. My future, I think, looks like continuing what I'm doing, spending as much time as I can with my kids and my granddaughter, and really working on music and bringing my songs to life.
Great. And five, we say, is unique to this show. The question is, let's talk about location. How does the notion of place play into what you do?
Um, You know, there's place in terms of, where I am, which is in Wisconsin in the US, but there's also place in terms of my home. I'm very sensitive to location,
Hmm.
and it means a lot to me to be in a place where I'm comfortable. I mean, I'm sensitive to lighting and seating and all of that. So for me, place and location is really critical to my well-being.
Great. And six, you're starting from the beginning. What advice do you give your former younger self?
To my former and younger self, the advice I would give is uh, let go of fear and anxiety. You are a resourceful person. You'll figure it out. Just go for it.
Great. And what's a day in your life like?
Day in my life is probably most people would consider it pretty boring. I get breakfast, I do some exercise, I spend time on a call with my son, who is also my business partner. I just try and get my work done. I try and make sure I listen to music. I try and make sure in the afternoon I have some relaxing time when I'm not working. I spend time with my husband and I cook.
Great. And eight is about lifelong learning. It's a popular topic. How do you stay up to date?
I love learning. Um, Learning is like one of my favorite things to do. I never have a problem with finding things to learn. My problem is finding enough time to learn all the things that I want to learn. So I think back to that idea of resourcefulness. If there's something I want to learn, I want to learn how to speak German. I want to learn more about composing music. Um, I'll go online and start looking. I'll talk to people that I know that I think might be able to help me. So I just explore all options until I find a good learning method for what it is I'm trying to learn.
Great. Nine is about tools. Do you use both digital and analog tools?
I do. I probably use more digital than analog. I probably use more digital than I should. Um, So I do a little bit of like writing by hand, but I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at drawing. Uh, Instead of composing my music at the piano, I compose it digitally, just right into the music notation software. It's probably not a good habit. I mean, it's probably maybe laziness more than anything, or not having my office set up exactly the way I want it. So I use both, but I tend towards the digital.
Great. And halfway, number 10, work-life balance, life-work balance. How do you deal with it?
I think I've been in my life very bad with it. I've always been a workaholic. I have regrets about having spent too much time working and not enough time raising my children. Um, Now that I am older and I have more flexibility with my work, I think I have a good work-life balance. I love my work, I really do. And uh, I I don't know that I'll ever, actually retire. So right now I'm in a really good place with work-life balance.
Great. So 11, if you weren't doing what you do now, what might you be doing?
Mm. Yeah, I'm very fond of saying in another life when I come back, I want to do X. Mainly the music. If I didn't do all the consulting and the psychology and technology part, I would just throw myself into music composition.
Great. And what would you not like to do with your career?
What would I not like to do?
With your career.
Um, I'm really happy where I am with my career. I would not have liked working at one company for a really long time, doing the same thing every day. That's just not me. And I don't have to do that now. I ne kind of never really did that because I knew I wouldn't like it.
Great. And do you have a favorite word, quote, or sentence?
Do I have a favorite word, quote, or sentence? I do, and it might sound kind of silly, but uh, I'm a person who tends to say yes to everybody and everything, and that then I get overloaded if I do that. So I had a wonderful therapist who made me write down on a post-it note and put on my monitor the phrase, "No, that won't work for me." So I try and use that when I'm about to say yes to something I know I really shouldn't do.
Great. And do you have a least favorite word, quote, or sentence?
Um, I I don't like it when I don't I tend to be a glass half empty kind of person. I can tend to be a pessimist, and yet I don't like it when people are pessimists, and I don't like it when people are mean. So I would say I don't like it if people would use a profanity and say, oh, just go F off or something like that. With anger, I wouldn't like that.
Great. And you're choosing one word to describe yourself. What word do you choose?
Um, Curious.
Great. And what keeps you up at night?
A lot of things. Probably the state of the world.
Hmm. Do you have a dream you're chasing?
I do. The dream I'm chasing is I'm in the process of getting a whole library of my music recorded and out into the world, and that's the dream I'm chasing right now.
Great. And the last few here, number 18, what inspires you?
What inspires me is people being creative, being themselves, and having fun. I, I sometimes I don't do enough of those things, and so I find it really inspiring when someone is just so full of creativity and love and happiness that I find that very inspiring.
Great. And number 19 is about advice. Any advice you'd like to share?
Yeah, I guess the advice I would share would be the same advice I said I would give my younger self, which is don't be afraid. You're resourceful. Do it. Live your life. Do what you want to do.
Great. And finally, number 20, how can our listeners keep tabs on you and what's our call to action?
You can keep tabs on me. Probably the easiest way would be through, I guess, LinkedIn, and they can just use my first and last name, Susan Weinschenk. And the call to action would be go to LinkedIn and connect with me. I'd love to connect back.
Great. Well, thanks so much for joining. It's a real privilege to have you on. Thanks so much.
Thanks for your questions.